Sanibona bafundi. Niyaphila ngoThomi. Okay, igama Anele, mina nazo ngoThomi, angihambi ngiyi-1, ngihamba nama-colleagues, uLebu noSesithobile bamele iLikwa Community Network. Bese kuba namanye ama-colleagues wase-Ariba Paleng. Bakuphi? Because bomele siqale ngokuthi nifunde isitori bakhozi bami. Sizosifunda but sizosifunda half. Nisilalele, sizonibuza umbuzo bese sizonipha ama-present. Umuntu ozothola leyo present yilo ozophendula umbuzo ozobuza umcolleague wami masiceda kufunda le story. Sizosifunda half ukuze singambambezela ngithi mara uyalalela. My colleague uzobamba imic ungabeki naleyo nto bazoze bayibone. So then uyalalela uthola uthi du because the story sibalulekile kakhulu singayo. But la bathi ulethu but ulethu namhlanje ne. Okay, silaleleni ke fast. Siyalalela ngithi. Le story lesi i-title yakhona ithi The Light Within. Ne? Ibhalo uWendy Mlangeni. Bakhona bafuna kuba ama-author mabakhula la? uWendy wala Standardton yabo seka publish incwadi yakhe yokuthi ifundwe nguwe, so nani nizoba ama-author in future. Okay. So asilaleleni sithule sithi cut. Chapter 1. Letu was a bright and joyful girl. Her laughter sounded like a song. Her smile felt warm, like sunshine after the rain. Everyone at school loved being around her. Inside her chest, Letu felt something special, a soft, warm glow. There was her light. Letu did not try to shine. She just shone because she was kind, gentle, and brave. She was? But one day in art class, something happened. Letu spilled her paint by mistake. Her classmate Tato sighed loudly. "Oh, Letu, you are so clumsy," she said. She didn't mean to hurt her, but the words stayed in her heart. A tiny shadow touched her light. Remember, Letu had a light on it. A few days later, Letu got her math test back. Her mark was lower than she hoped. Her stomach felt tight around her. The class buzzed with happiness. "I got an A," a girl shouted. Tato looked at Letu's paper and whispered, Oh, that's not very good." The words stung Letu. A little voice whispered inside her, "See, you are not very smart." By lunchtime, the whisper grew stronger. "You always mess up. You never get things right." Listen, we're going to ask you questions, ne? It wasn't just the spill of paint anymore. It wasn't just the test. It felt like everything she did was wrong. The tiny shadow light grew darker. At first, her voice inside her was small, so small she almost ignored it. But with each day, it grew louder. It spoke when she was in class, it spoke when she played, it spoke even when people smiled at her. "You are not special," said the voice. "You are not good enough." Letu stopped laughing. She stayed alone. One morning, the teacher handed back another test. Letu hoped she had done better, but the mark was still very low. The whisper returned, "You are falling behind. Everyone is better than you." Letu looked around the class and felt smaller and smaller. After school, she sat under the big oak tree. It used to be her favorite place. Today, it felt cold and quiet. The whisper came again, "You'll never be enough. No one needs your light." Letu hugged her knees and cried. Deep, deep inside, a tiny spark still remained, waiting. Letu's heart felt heavy. She walked slowly. She didn't smile. She didn't sing in the morning anymore. Letu, why don't you want to play with us? Bongi asked. I just don't feel like it, she whispered. But we miss you, Bongi said. We miss your light. Letu wished she could believe her. That evening, Letu sat quietly in her room. Then she heard a soft voice. Letu, come here, my child. It was a grandmother. Letu walked to her and sat in her arms. Her grandmother hugged her tightly. Oh, my girl, she whispered. That voice you hear is not the truth. It is fear trying to dim your light. But I can't feel my light anymore, Letu said. Her grandmother smiled gently. Even when the sun hides behind clouds, it still shines. Listen to this. Even when the sun hides behind the clouds, it still shines. What? Even when the sun shines, the even when the sun hides behind the clouds, it still shines. Okay? She said, your light is the same. God put it inside you. Nothing can take it away. Say it with me. Nothing can take it away. A tiny warmth returned to Letu's heart, a spark of hope. The next morning, the sky was golden. Letu sat on the grassy hill behind the house. She repeated her grandmother's words. Even when the sun hides behind the clouds, it still shines. It still. A small bird flew above her singing for the first time in a long while. Letu didn't feel heavy. She placed her hand on the chest and whispered, my light is still inside me. My light? The spark grew warmer. Stop